Hey.
Oh wow.
That's a beautiful fire. This is the funicular.
There are several places that were built by Eiffel. Eiffel? Yes, the French.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I am Lady Cameron Del Rio, your favorite lady of leisure, here to remind you to be kind, stay beautiful and live well. This is my fourth and final video of my travels in Santiago, Chile. I hope that you have enjoyed this series. If you are new here and you have not checked out videos 1, 2, and 3, they are up and they are part of the Santiago, Chile playlist. I am so beyond grateful for those of you who have watched the entire series and who have commented. I appreciate your comments. I hope that you enjoy this final installment and look out for Vlogmas 2024. I will start posting those videos December 1st, and they will be filled with beautiful holiday decor, incredible events, lots of fashion, tasty food, all around living well. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you have a very blessed Thanksgiving.
Mas ele já está entendendo que é o que vai acontecer. There are several places that were built by Eiffel. Eiffel? Yes, the French that made the Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel, yes.
The Central Station was made by him.
Wow.
He's French. Uma sugestão que eu vou dar para Cristina. Cristina,
Very
você lembra que foi lá?
Okay, what do you think of her now? So she keeps it simple again to get like this one. I think stagers just need to declutter and make sure the space has a purpose.
Ah, mira.
It's a beautiful building. My God, look at that.
Yep.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
This garden makes all the difference.
Planes going out tonight. 10. Then I'm going to sleep late tomorrow. So Kathy, we're going to rent your car for you and Kathy to go back to the market.
Oh, we're right.
Oh yeah? Okay. But she thinks you don't have to get around the market.
Ah,
You know exactly where you can
I
get to.
know exactly where to go. The meeting place.
Beer garden, right?
Exactly.
Say hi. Hi. The best of Brazil.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, welcome. Yes. Welcome to the Chilean Museum of Pre-Columbian Art. My name is Álvaro. I'm going to be your guide. So, the first thing that you have to know is that all the objects in this museum, they're all original. They're all made by the indigenous culture that we're going to see. You're allowed to take pictures, but without flash. And first, we're going to make a journey to that room that is called Chile before Chile, and then I'm going to show you another exhibit room that is the textile. Yes? So please, we're going to take the elevator and we're going downstairs. And you are all from Mexico?
El ciento de América. Oh.
From the United States?
I time traveled and woke up and those statues over there were on me. Fear me to death.
So, well, this is a room that's called Chile before Chile. So, that have all the objects from different indigenous cultures from Chile. So, it was designed like our country. So, this is the north and that's the south. So, as you can see, this is the map of our country. And it's important that you know that all our territory was and still is occupied by different types of indigenous cultures. And those indigenous cultures, what they create, what they build, their history, their way of thinking, it's influenced by the geography. So it's not the same to talk about the history of the indigenous culture from the north. Well, here is the Atacama Desert, the most dry desert in the world, who has a strong influence of the culture that live here, where is actually Peru and Bolivia. There was an empire that was called the Incas, that they conquered the majority of our territory. And before the Inca, there was another empire that was called Tiahuanaco, whose center was near this lake that is in Bolivia, that is called the Titicaca Lake, that they conquered up to San Pedro. So all the north have a strong influence of what we call the Andean cultures, in comparison of the culture from the south, like for example the Mapuche, where the geography, the climate, the way of thinking is different from the cultures of the north. So we're going to make a journey from the north to the south through the different objects that you see here, that the majority belong to this period that is called pre-Columbian, meaning before Christopher Columbus. So we're going to start with this culture. There were fishermen, they were called the Chinchorros, and these are the remains of that culture. So what you're looking here, these are mummies, these are real mummies.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
And these are the oldest mummies in the world. This is the first culture in the history of humanity to start to mummify. They're older than the Egyptians. We're talking about a culture that started to mummify between 6,000 and 7,000 before Christ. So they are really, really, really old. From the sizes,
Wow.
these were babies that they turn into, they die for different reasons, and they turn into mummies. So how was the process of mummification? In this case, when these babies die, they open the stomach and they take all the incisors and they fill up with feathers, ashes, seaweed leather, the hair of the llama, the vicuña, the alpaca, and they close the stomach, they take the muscle from the arms and the leg and they put these wooden sticks. You can see, some are, they painted red, this one are black. And the really interesting thing here is that these mummies, they were buried in holes 1 meter under the earth. So the question is, why did they make much deep holes? One of the hypotheses is that this culture, they take the mummies and they celebrate with the mummies. They make different ceremonies with the mummies. Remember, today in Latin America, we have this really special day that is called the Day of the Dead, where the people go to the
Día del
cemetery
Muerto.
to celebrate, they say, el Día de los Muertos. They go to the cemetery to celebrate with the ancestors. So the idea of behind of mummification is the idea of the reminder of the ancestors. Yes, it's the memory of the ancestors. The other thing is, if you look here in the middle, this is a skirt that is made out of cotton. So here in America, we have a really long tradition of weaving and textiles that show us a way of understanding the indigenous cosmovision. So talking about textiles, if you come here, so we still are in the north. We move forward in time. We're a couple of hundred years or centuries after and before after and before Christ, yes. So you can see here there are different hats that have different colors and shape that belong to different cultures. For the indigenous cultures, these hats is like for us like our ID, meaning that every color and every shape is going to tell us who that person was. So it was part of their identity. For example, if you see this one, I have this wooden shield that protects the front of the head. Who do you think this hat belongs to?
Somebody important.
Okay.
Someone. Someone religious.
Yes.
Yeah, religious.
Okay.
Yeah, religious.
But look closely. So this one has like a kind of a shield that protects the head.
Oh, army.
Military. So it was a warrior. Yes.
Yeah.
That one had those feathers were for people who live in the coast. So they were from fishermen. And this one, that had this little pointy thing. This is the designs of this hat is from the influence of this empire that was before the Inca, that was called Tiahuanaco. And in the case of this one, this was belonged to a priest or a spiritual authority. So through the colors and the shape, we know that the indigenous culture have a really rigid social hierarchy. Also, you can know where they came from. They came from the coast, the valley or the mountain. And the purpose of the function of that person, if that person was an agriculturer or a priest or a warrior and so on. So it's not random that there is a Quechua phrase that is one of the language that was spoken by different Andean cultures until today in Peru, Bolivia, north of Chile, that says Nispa was pan, and that translated in English means we say by weaving, meaning that through the weaving they express a visual language that not only you can see here in these hats, but also here in these Andean tunics. They are called uncos.
Question. On these hats, it was by profession. Did it ever change color by family then, once they already know the size, the way it's shaped? Like, for instance, the warrior. Would a family have different colors?
I believe that if that person that was a warrior have a family, practices that usually until today they put the seeds of potato or the coca leaf, and of course you know that different colors and design express different complex idea. But in addition, if you ask to a weaver about this object, they're going to tell you that these objects actually they're not objects. This is a living creature that is alive, have a spirit, that in this case they have a heart in the middle with two mouths, one mouth here and one mouth to the other side. And they're alive because humans are not human, share an energy that in the Andean world is called a camac. In the case of the Mapuches, that is this culture that is in the south of Chile, that energy is called Nehuen. An idea that is not exclusively to this territory, because if we go to the United States or Canada, remember there that the indigenous culture have these houses that are called the tipis, For them, those houses are members of the community that are alive. Itself, they're alive. And that breaks our Western idea how we understand our environment, because we have this heritage that came from the Greeks, that we have this pyramid that are the humans, the animals, the plants, and the stone. And that order or hierarchy breaks here in pre-colonial America. Kipu is a Quechua and an Aymara word that means knot. Yes, have different knots.
Kipu?
Believe it or not, this object is a kind of a system of writing. This is like a book or a paper that you write, or a pen drive, because the function of the kipu was to register and record information. And we know that there were two types of kipus. The numericals that hold information about quantities, for example, how many people were in a community, how many animals, and so on. And the narrative kipus, those people that hold information about history or law, and so on. So what I have to do to read a kipu, first, you have to see the colors, because each color has different meanings. You can see there are different colors of the strings. Two, you have to touch the strings, because there were strings made out of the hair of the llama, or cotton, or vicuña, and that changed the information of what you're reading. So in order you to understand better, for example, here I have this is the hair of the alpaca. Or, for example, they also make strings and other textile through cotton. So this is cotton. Remember that the real cotton is like this. It's the flower of the cotton. I take this flower from the north of Chile. So you can see.
How long were they growing cotton.
Ah, very good. In Central Andes, there is one of the first civilizations that was called Chavin. They have textile made out of cotton from 3,000 years ago. I mean, 1,000 years before Christ. So they had great textiles through cotton many years ago. And remember that before the Spanish conquistadors came here, there was no ship. The ship came after. So it's a ship. Thank you.
And which is this? What is this?
Sheep.
That's a sheep.
Oh wow.
Now the most sophisticated hair that they use the high authorities, the Inca elite, they use the hair of the vicuña. That was the little right.
Yes.
Vicuña.
Vicuña.
Llama, double L. It's not llama. It's llama.
Yes.
Llama. Yes.
Do you know what
Vicuña.
this says?
Yes. So the color. Then you have to touch the string. In all this empire, that was the biggest empire in pre-Columbian America. Remember that, or if you didn't know, the center of the Inca Empire was in the Cusco, and the Incas conquered up to Ecuador, to the center south of Chile, and to Argentina. So it was a really big empire. So how the person, I mean the different Inca realms, and then they give the quipu to another quipu camayo. And the other quipu camayo had to open the quipu and touch the strings, see the colors, the position of the notes, the materiality of the string, and with all that information, then they can read what the quipu said. Wow. So this is a really good example that when we talk about writing, we automatically think about the Western alphabet, and we forget that here in America there were other systems of writing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's very advanced.
Yes.
In a concept.
Yes.
Yeah. Different kind of concept.
Yeah.
So because we many people think that if we go much more to the past of the history here to the new, we think that they don't have
They were less sophisticated.
any sophisticated materialities or objects, and that's false.
Right.
Because they have other objects. But not only you can understand the indigenous culture through the textile, but also from the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century. So these are called Chemamul, Che people, Mamul.
Chemamul.
Chemamul. Chemamul. Che, it means people. Mamul means wooden people, as you can see. Okay. And this object they put over the tombs of the most important person. That is the reason they have faces, because it represents the spirit of the person who died.
And the hat still looks the same.
Yeah, now in the case of the Mapuche, it's much more complicated in trance, so the Machi can communicate with different spirits that help the Machi to heal that person that is ill. If you see this Ultron, you can see have this red cross. That red cross represents the 4 cardinal points and also the 4 seasons of the year. So it's like a synthesis of fertility and nature. Yes, Ultron. Yes, and that's and other things. But if you see this altar, you can see that is divided in different steps, like as chairs, because each of these steps represent a world inside the Mapuche universe that you can divide it in. Depends, but it can be usually 7 or it can be 8, but you can regroup those worlds in 3. Those ones that are related with the sky, that is called the Wenu Mapu, the Nagmapu where the people live, and the underworld that is called the Minche Mapu. So each Machi has their own rewe, and there are matches that are more powerful than other matches. So the more powerful, the bigger with more steps going to have the rewe. And literally when the match is in trance, the match claim the rewe like a church, because it's the journey of the match through different worlds. Yes? So, as I told you at the beginning, the north of Chile have also a great influence from the culture from Central Andes, meaning Central Andes, Peru, Bolivia. So we're going to go to the second floor, and I'm going to show you the textile room. Yes?
Yes.
Question? Some of them have like 1,000 years old.
Estoy donde fresca de punto por la mano.
So if you come here, I will show you. Remember the cup with the golden things?
Yeah.
So, back. So as you can see, this is the textile room. The majority of the textile here, they are pre-Inca, so they're quite old. Who was the person in charge of creating all these produced here? You can see here. These are the two rivers, two persons here, right here. The object that you see between these two persons is the loom, the instrument they used to play.
Yeah.
The llama, the alpaca. There are some images here that they want to show those animals. And that's cotton, the flower. That is interesting that in central Andes, the cotton grows naturally with different colors. That's not dyed, that's natural.
Oh, wow.
Is this dyed?
This is depends. That is the no. That's not. I mean, this is kind of blue. No, that's dye. That's natural dye. Dye. Natural. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that about
Yeah, but of course they know how to change the color. So if they wanted the color yellow, they take this plant or this leaf that is called a moye, and they so we will take this instrument that is the spindle, and they make a little knot here, and they twist and they make the different strings. And then when they make the strings, they put it in the loom.
Oh, right.
So there's different technological steps to create it. These are the originals, of course. They have some needles, of course.
Crochet.
Yes, yeah, but much more complex. So an example of a textile made out of cotton, as you.
Beautiful courtyard. The library.
Please, I want to show you.
The library.
That we have, this is a really particular library. We have all the books that we have here, and the journals and so on. They are all talk about indigenous culture from pre-Columbian to until 21st century. So it's short person. And between the audience that we have this one that is a replica, it's not the original, from a book that the Aztec have that is called the Codex, the Borbonic Codex. This is the Aztec have different types of codex, from military or how the war was created and so on and so on. And this one is like a astrological calendar. So.
Get our horoscopes.
Yeah, but it's not like a kind of that. So let me see if I.
Like this. You go, Chris. You mind?
You might.
Very cool.
Oh, wow.
You have in the United States you have an art historian that is called Elizabeth Hill.
Yes.
Yes, the Elizabeth Hill Boone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I do know.
Yes. Why do you know that?
Because my son, he loves all of this.
I thought that you were an art historian or.
No, it's my son.
So that she works. She specializes in Aztec. But the author. She specializes in the Aztec Codex from an art historian perspective.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name?
Elizabeth Hill Boone. We have also
Elizabeth
books from her.
This is in calendar,
So,
September 1st,
so
2nd.
Is it in English, your books?
Yes, we have
Okay.
English. Yes,
Okay.
we have books in English. This is the handwriting from the Spanish conquistadors and the chronicle, the chronists. The red dots are numbers, so there are 13 red dots or 13 days, and these symbols are here. They are related with how the personality of that person was or is going to be. So, for example, here is like kind of the head of the crocodile, or that house, lizard, serpent, and each of those glyphs or symbols represent different ideas. And these big squares have different divinities. Here, for example, the divinity or the god related with water, that's called Tlaloc.
So did they have the same calendar type year?
They have two types of calendar. The solar,
Yes.
that is almost have the same 365 years, and the moon calendar, that is this one, lunar, yeah, that's this one.
Okay. This is lunar.
Yes.
That's why 13.
Quetzalcoatl
Yeah.
is a Mesoamerican divinity that is a serpent with feathers, related with the time and wind and so on.
And by women cycle and the
Yes.
earth cycle.
Yes. Yes. And so that's the end of this little journey.
And he's convinced that
I can't believe they can touch it, you know?
I'm just gonna market tomorrow morning. I'm burning the market.
The market we read or the
It's a supermarket. I'm trying to find Subways nearby.
A ver, you have a supermarket.
XO
No, in
Arauco.
next to the next building.
Okay.
Sí, en todos. You can find everything for Peruvian. The Peruvian community is huge.
That was gonna be my question: is if you were up to speed on the chatbot stuff? Because I saw. A lot more complicated.
This is the funicular.
Can we wait?
No, this is
Podemos esperar, esperamos el siguiente.
skilling and their special shoes. They look kind of
like clogs or something. Eskimos.
yeah, like tennis rackets on their
Oh wow.
but because they're bigger than what they're thinking of snowshoes. They're bigger than snowshoes, and it's called skinny. Now I can
We are on the funicular.
people serve. People start with a jacket and they have it on their waist by the time they're halfway up. Yeah, they're sweating.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great workout. I did it once and it sounds like I don't think I can on track for, what we
Cameron?
assumptions. That's all. And but we have to reform the fact that we might not have all the answers there.
All the cities back there. That's a nice view. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Look at those flowers. Dams.
Gorgeous.
Oh, so here's where we're gonna meet, right? I wondered why the tracks look Sounds good. I am back tomorrow week. Yeah, back tomorrow around all. Movian is needed. I'll talk to Magella about it.
my goodness, look at this view. Tremendo. Wow.
Gives you a whole new perspective.
It does, yes.
Then there's this movement where you can see 360 of all the scenery. But I think they're doing it much better.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think somehow como hell is here at the same time. It's a spiritual como state, you know? Yeah. You're living or going through hell.
These are the messages to the mother.
Que la tenga siempre abierta, porque escucha la aflicción. Ahora dejaremos para ayudar a su sueño. Madre de los brazos firmes, tan animosa y humilde, consejera de humillados, tiene los pies cansados de tanto buscar perdón. A nuestro pueblo a su lado, aprendiendo su lección.
Let's go.
Gracias.
Bien, gracias.
Bye, guys.
Do the zip lining.
The other side, look the other side.
Alfredo.
You are?
You are. You're doing well.
They're building, I think it's a restaurant or something there.
That's a really good
nice.
idea. I wondered.
That's wonderful, actually. That's like, you know, when you're skiing, they usually have the restaurants at the top of the mountain.
Yeah, we
There's-
have ours in Midpoint and in Breck and at the top.
Yeah.
It's called La Vinoteca, where to try different wines.
Yeah. Look at the bicycle list. Yeah.
See, that's there'll be a venue very popular for weddings.
Oh,
Ah.
oh, there's the hiking
Yes,
Where?
right there.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
all over.
Up there, they're walking down here too. Look at.
Ah,
Yeah. So there must not be, are there no cars? It's just people and bikes?
A long time ago, cars were available to come up, but afterward. Look at this light.
The other side of the city.
No buildings.
Very flat.
Sí, very flat. This is called Recoleta, Independencia, como more poor counties, and this is the most wealthy.
Right, because of the buildings. Yeah.
Commercial areas, offices, and
¿Cómo es
everything.
dirección? Este, oeste, norte.
The sea is this west side and it's west.
Okay. Okay.
This is east, where the mountain chain. Down there is the south, and there is the north.
Oh, that people are walking and biking.
See, all the day.
Yeah.
It's very popular during the week or weekends. And weekend is full of families, all doing sports. They throw Calamaca Canyon at 12 p.m. Come up.
Oh, wow.
So they stop because ecology.
Yeah.
But we used to have that. We keep on going. We're not arriving.
And it's super safe. Super safe.
Oh, that's good. Pedro de Valdivia.
Continúan hasta el final.
Pedro Valdivia,
En la
sí.
próxima estación.
Gracias.
Cierre automático.
I thought we had a right. No, not still there. So what is saying stop working?
They have really good engines.
Oh no.
TikTok popular.
Say hello, my friend.
Say hi.
Say hello.
Hi.
Is TikTok popular in Chile? Laid out a little bit nicer than Latin.
Buenas noches, hola. Naranja
sparkling wine.
Mejco.
Yes, sure.
Gracias. Gracias.
Buenas noches.
You know, I do like to be productive. I do like to be productive. Gracias.
seat in the original.
It is currently 75 degrees in Santiago, Chile. Perfect weather. To 84 degrees. Currently 84 degrees here in Palm Beach.